If there's one natural disaster that no one watching this video would desire to experience, it would undoubtedly be a tsunami. The devastating impacts witnessed in 2004 and again in 2011 make it abundantly clear that the destruction caused by these events is immensely overwhelming. Coastal cities that stood untouched for decades were swiftly swept away with little warning. Tsunamis truly exemplify the terrifying force of nature. Nonetheless, throughout history, there have been a handful of colossal tsunami waves that are almost inconceivable. These waves towered as high as skyscrapers and obliterate everything in their path, leaving a trail of destructions from the United States to Japan. In this video, we will explore the top 5 tallest tsunamis waves ever recorded. Mega Tsunami. Tsunamis typically arise from enormous underwater earthquakes that displace vast amounts of water. However, it may come as a surprise that there is another type of tsunami unrelated to earthquakes or any geological activity. This extraordinary phenomenon is known as mega tsunami, which occurs when a significant water displacement arises from the sudden introduction of material into a body of water. Mega tsunamis often occur due to the abrupt occurrence of a landslide or the collapse of an iceberg. However, there exists one remarkable event in the world history that not only generated a mega tsunami but also had a profound impact on the entire planet. Approximately 66 million years ago, an asteroid estimated to be anywhere between 6.8 to 50.3 miles in diameter struck the Yucatan Peninsula. This cataclysmic event left behind the Chicxulub impact crater, forever altering the course of our planet. The colossal impact of a massive asteroid strike gave rise to a mega tsunami that reached extraordinary heights of over 100 meters, surpassing anything witnessed before. The sheer magnitude and rapid velocity of this wave led some scientists to speculate that it may have surged inland as far as Chicago, Montana, or even Canada. However, in this case, it was not solely the wave itself that inflicted the most devastation. An asteroid strike of this magnitude had the power to decimate entire species, causing widespread destruction. Even striking the water resembled striking land in catastrophic consequences. Regardless, the impact triggered a massive environmental transformation across the planet, ushering in the Ice Age and likely contributing to the extinction of dinosaurs. Moving on to Mount Onsen, located in Japan. It occupies one of the most geologically active regions on Earth, situated within the infamous Ring of Fire and on the convergence of 3 tectonic plates. Japan is home to numerous active volcanoes, including Mount Onsen. This active volcanic group, composed of several overlapping stratovolcanoes, is situated near the city of Shimabara in Nagasaki, on Kyushu Island, Japan's southernmost main island. Mount Onsen stirred from its slumber in 1990 after a dormant period of several hundred years. However, the most notable event associated with this fiery mountain occurred in 1792. An eruption triggered a pyroclastic flow that claimed the lives of 43 individuals, leaving a tragic mark in history. During that particular year, the region had experienced a series of earthquakes. Unexpectedly, one of the lava domes collapsed into the ocean, triggering a catastrophic mega tsunami that claimed the lives of over 14,000 people. To this day, it remains Japan's most devastating volcanic-related disaster. What made the tsunami exceptionally lethal was its impact on the Yugo province, located on the opposite side of the Ariake Bay. After striking Yugo, the wave rebounded and struck Shimabara once again. Reports indicate that the tsunami reached an astounding height of 330 feet or 100 meters, enabling it to surge miles inland and obliterate everything in its path. Out of the total fatalities, approximately 5,000 were attributed to the landslide. Another 5,000 resulted from the tsunami crossing the bay, and the remaining lives were claimed when the tsunami made its devastating return. The Mount St. Helens eruption in 1980 stands out among the few geological events in recorded history that exhibited such a devastating force. This cataclysmic event marked the Earth's largest terrestrial landslide in modern times, triggered by the volatile nature of the volcano and its exceptionally violent eruption. One of the most remarkable aspects of this eruption was the complete collapse of the northern slope, giving rise to an enormous pyroclastic flow. However, the collapse also had another disastrous consequence. As the side of the mountain crumbled, it directly plunged into Spirit Lake, located a short distance from the volcano's base. As the enormous mass of rock and soil descended violently into the lake, it generated a tsunami towering 860 feet or 260 meters above the lake's surface. This cataclysmic event caused the lake size to nearly double, expanding from approximately 1,300 acres to about 2,200 acres. Inland tsunamis of this nature are exceedingly rare natural disasters on our planet. The colossal wall of water traveled a considerable distance, demolishing trees and structures obstructing its path. Despite the unstoppable force of 860 feet of water moving at an astonishing speed, it would eventually be overtaken by a billowing cloud of ash erupting from the mountain. The combination of water and ash produced devastating mudflows, obstructing rivers and leaving a repulsive sludge behind that took months to solidify. Over time, Spirit Lake managed to replenish itself, and it currently maintains a level of approximately 3,406 feet, constantly monitored and regulated. However, it took more than 2 decades for the lake to reach its current state. The Mirandi Bridge serves as a clear testament to the catastrophe that befell Spirit Lake. Inland tsunamis can spell certain destructions for anyone unfortunate enough to be in their path when they strike. However, this event was not the first recorded occurrence of an inland tsunami. Just 17 years earlier, another inland tsunami caused significant devastation in Italy, specifically in areas surrounding a reservoir located approximately 100 kilometers north of Venice. Shortly after World War II, Italy embarked on several construction projects, one of which was the ill-fated Mirandi Bridge in Genoa, designed to be a hydroelectric dam. However, prior to the dam's construction, numerous warnings were issued regarding the instability of the mountain above it, known as Monte Toc. During the building process, local residents reported ongoing tremors and landslide, signaling the potential dangers. Regrettably, the operators choose to disregard these warning signs. As a precautionary measure, they decided to lower the water level in the reservoir behind the dam. But this turned out to be a grave mistake. On October 9, 1963, a colossal landslide occurred, causing rocks, trees, and soil to plunge into the reservoir below. The impact unleashed an enormous wave of water that soared 250 meters above the dam before cascading down the valley below, decimating every village in its path. The force generated by tsunami displaced the air with a power supposedly greater than that of an atomic bomb. Gathering witness accounts of the event was challenging since most individuals in the affected areas perished. Approximately 80% of the residents in several villages along the valley floor lost their lives, amounting to around 350 families who were completely wiped out. Investigation conducted later revealed that the lowering of the water level combined with heavy rainfall was the catalyst for the landslide. The immense weight of the water and soil became too much for the mountain to bear, leading to its collapse. It's truly difficult to comprehend tsunamis that reach heights comparable to those we have previously described. They tower over football fields in length, if not even larger. This raised the question: is it feasible for a tsunami to extend into the thousands of feet? Just how much force would be required for such an extraordinary event? Many people find it implausible. However, the largest tsunami ever documented would undoubtedly put any doubts to rest. This extraordinary event occurred in 1958 at Latoya Bay, a serene fjord in Alaska. On a tranquil and chilly July night, a massive tremor struck the area, triggering the descent of approximately 30.6 million cubic meters of rock, plummeting 3,000 feet into the Gilbert Inlet. This displacement of rock caused an eruption of water that surged skyward, resulting into the formation of an immense wave. When we say immense, we mean that the wave measured a staggering 1,720 feet, roughly 520 meters in height. As it surged through the fjord, it eradicated all trees and vegetation along the slopes. Millions of trees were ripped from the ground and carried away by the forceful wave. Remarkably, only 5 lives were claimed by this devastating event. The reason for such a low casualty count is simply due to the area being sparsely populated. This serves as a stark reminder of the lethal nature of tsunamis triggered by landslides. This specific landslide posed an extreme danger, not only because of the vast expanse of land that broke free, but also due to the tremendous height from which it occurred. There was never been anything that even comes close to comparison. We have discussed the immense power of tsunamis on numerous occasions in the past, but now we have a benchmark to grasp just how enormous they can be. Whether triggered by earthquakes or landslides, they remain among the most deadly forces on our planet. If you made it this far, be sure to leave me a comment to let us know. Also, don't forget to leave this video a like and to check out other videos on our channel. Thanks for watching.